evening. You're watching Truth Be Told on Boom Live. I'm Faye D'Souza. Thank you for joining us. So here's the thing. There's a story that deserves widespread attention. A story of police brutality that not enough people are talking about. The story comes in from Tuticorin or Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu, where there is an allegation of the death of two men resulting from police torture in lockup. I have Dhanya Rajendran who joins me right now. Dhanya Rajendran who joins me right now. Who is a journalist. Dhanya, if you could just tell us what exactly happened.
Well, Faye, the story is about a father and son who both run two shops in the Tuticorin district of Tamil Nadu. So, for me, what is shocking are really two aspects. One is that the father and son, the father at first was arrested because the police said they violated lockdown. This is actually, throughout the lockdown, we have seen many stories of police brutality from across India, but this perhaps is the worst. The father, Jayaraj, is picked up from his shop by the police who allege that he had kept the shop open beyond the lockdown timings. The police, of course, also claim that when they asked Jayaraj to shut the shop, he asked them to get lost. Now, that's the police's version. For this particular crime of keeping a shop open, the man is taken to the police station. The son hears about it and he too goes to the police station to meet his father. The son too is arrested. Now, after 1 or 2 days, the next day, in fact, they're taken to the medical hospital for a medical certificate, which is when the family notices that they are bleeding, that they could have been assaulted much more than the family had thought. In fact, a lot of the family members, the lawyers, were waiting at the Sathamkulam police station, and they had apparently witnessed the policemen thrashing these two men. But the next day, when they were being taken in a car to the hospital for a medical certificate, many eyewitnesses say that both the men were bleeding profusely, and they even had to change their lungi or their veshti basically at least 6 or 7 times because of the bleeding. The father died first on the night of 22nd, and the son died on the wee hours of 23rd. Initially, the Tamil Nadu police, the Thoothukudi police, in fact, had just said that both of them had underlying health conditions. That's why they died. When no one was ready to buy that explanation by the Tamil Nadu police, and there were protests all across Thoothukudi, that's when the Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court took suo motu notice of the case and asked for a videograph post-mortem. But the post-mortem, which happened day before yesterday night, till now, Faye, the post-mortem report has not been submitted to the court.
Have there been any suspensions, Dhanya, or any other action been taken by the police?
Well, one police officer has been kept on a waiting line. They have, of course, what have they done is they have transferred one inspector called Sridhar to a waiting list. Two sub-inspectors, Balakrishnan and Raghu Ganesh. Raghu Ganesh is in fact the person who the family and the lawyers and friends of Bennicks and Jayaraj allege that he was the most brutal of the lot. He's been suspended, but till now no other action has been taken against any of the policemen involved.
And what is the demand from the protesters in Tamil Nadu at this point?
See, obviously, they want a murder case charged against the police. Now, for the FIR, which is now registered in this case for the death of these two people, for it to automatically be changed to murder, the post-mortem report has to come, and then only can the Kovilpatti magistrate, who has been told by the High Court to look after this case, only then can the magistrate ask the police to change the FIR. We are still waiting for the post-mortem report. In fact, it was believed that today the post-mortem report would be submitted to the Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court, but that was not done. Perhaps the post-mortem report will come in tomorrow. But again, it's a weekend, so I'm not sure when the post-mortem report comes. And only if the post-mortem says that they had injuries, both internal and external, will there be a murder case against the police. And only then will the policemen be investigated upon.
Right, Dhanya, and of course, is there a demand here right now for the investigation to be done by an authority other than the Tamil Nadu police? Because we don't really want the Tamil Nadu police to investigate their own.
Well, in so many examples that I can cite where Tamil Nadu police have been accused of brutality. There was a case, remember, where a pregnant woman was riding on a bike and the policeman simply pulled her and she died. There have been so many cases, for example, Sterlite shootings. There is absolutely no confidence that the Tamil Nadu government or the police will act against their own. But as of now, a demand has not come for an investigation by an external authority. But I'm sure it's a matter of time before the family and others start demanding that some other agency will have to investigate this.
And then, like you said rightly, this specifically for the Tuticorin or the Thoothukudi police, this is not their first accusation of police excess, is it?
No, it's not. In fact, today the court has taken note of another case, a man called Raja, if I'm not mistaken. And we have also spoken to one more person who was beaten up around a week ago. The same way the police claimed it's a lockdown violation and beat up this man. This man is still in hospital. The third person, I can't remember the name exactly. So at least 3 cases from Thoothukudi itself of police brutality. And imagine, this is for a simple lockdown violation or alleged lockdown violation that 2 men have lost their lives now.
Absolutely. Dhanya, thank you so much for joining me here on Truth Be Told and giving us the latest on what's happening right now in Tuticorin. Dhanya Rajendran, editor of the News Minute, joining us there out of Bangalore. This is, like I said, a story that we should be tracking very closely across the country because police excess is something that could affect any one of us tomorrow. And so this should be a story that becomes personal. Thank you for watching.